Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson rolling to his left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
We'll go back when we to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stand on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Out to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Gaskin.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
I Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Forced out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally.
Touchdown, Giants! Devontae Adams, 83 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. He'll look downfield for Waller. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November...
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big-time play there for the G-men.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Bennett steps away, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Jacobs, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. So the completion good for just 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa on the move to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Being chased out left. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there for the Dolphins. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now Bennett to throw on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. A gain of 3, second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On second and 9, Tua. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Before they're inside the 25.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson now. Flush to his right. Touchdown! Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker now for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is Gaskin on the carry. Room to run for Gaskin. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
57. Mike, 57. I got it.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Tua on 4th down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Dolphins. John Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Bennett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give. This is Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Touchdown, Giants! Davante Adams from 17 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. To his throw, complete there to Smith. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. On play action, here's Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They run it again with Cook. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Finding some room in midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
50 seconds.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Stephon Tuitt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Second and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Tua eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
2nd down, Jacobs once more, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Back to throw. Bennett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Handoff running left is Etienne. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Play action, now it's Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Sanders' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's Gaskin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another run with Gaskin. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of hail.
It got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Dolphins, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos.